welcome to the 2019 Why I Like Carson Essay Writing Contest Award Ceremony. Why I Like Carson is an annual project of the City of Carson and the Public Relations Commissioner. These are the commissioners at this table and this table, if you don't know. The contest is the brainchild of the late former council member, Mary Ann O'Neill, to give the youth of Carson to express community pride through essays. I'd like to thank the following: all the elected officials. Let's clap. Former elected officials, the Public Relations Commission, our contest judges, the principals and coordinators of schools that participated, parents of the winners. Let's give a big round of applause for them. And let's stand and honor our winners. All right.
Go ahead and remain standing as we prepare for our Pledge of Allegiance that will be led by our own Commissioner Enid Jones.
We love Enid Jones.
We do. Give her a hand. She's the longest standing member of the Public Relations Commission as it stands today. Give her another hand.
Please face the flag and put your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
You may be seated. Once you get settled into your seat, we'd like you to relax, bow your head, and prepare yourself for our invocation. It will be led by Commissioner Jonay Watts.
Let us bow our heads. Lord Jesus, as we begin this evening, we bring to you our presence. We speak your peace, your grace, and your perfect order. Lord Jesus, as we thank you for the gifts that you have given to each and every student who has shared their stories of why I like Carson, I pray that you will continue on encouraging, edifying, and supporting our youth. Lord, continue to anoint their creativity, their ideas, and their energy so that even the smallest tasks will bring you honor and glory. May the work of the parents, principals, teachers, staff, and elected officials, Lord, I pray that you will cover them with your grace and favor. So now as we begin to break bread, let us use this as a symbol of us recommitting ourselves into this community with love, showing that we have pride in our youth and will encourage them for participating in so many activities as they move forward in life. This I pray in your name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
So at this time, I will call on your tables to begin serving yourselves, so we can go ahead and start eating. You've had a long day, you've been at school, right, kids? Yes? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead, I'll point to your table. I ask that you quickly go grab a plate, help yourselves, and remember that there are others coming behind you. Okay? Thank you so much. So I like this first table here to my left. Raise your hands. Please go and serve yourselves. They're not paying attention. Over here, this table to my right, you can go as well. Once they get there, we're going to try to do this, of course, as quickly as possible. Okay. Table back there by the lemonade stand. Yay. See, it pays to pay attention to the program. Okay, we're going to wait just a moment. Now, do we have any principals in the house? Principals from the schools? Yay, awesome! Thank you so much for your participation. This could not happen without your support. The support of you carrying the message forward to your schools. And something we want you all to know is the fact that your child, grandchild, niece, nephew, cousin, friend is here tonight, it means that they have already won at their respective school. Give them a hand. They've already won. So tonight will just be icing on the cake for them. Absolutely. Okay, over here to my left. And this should be two sides to the table there. There's two sides. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I'd also like to welcome the city officials that are here in the room. You will have an opportunity a little later in the program to say something, but all of our city officials that are here, just wave your hands. All right, I see Jim Deere, Javon Hilton, Lula Davis Holmes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, there you are. Donisha Goss is here. Fantastic. Anyone else from the city here tonight? And you all will have an opportunity to address our crowd. So happy that you were able to be here tonight. Okay, how's your food? You guys okay? You think we're ready to move forward? Did you get a few bites down already? Tomorrow is a school day, so we figured we better get moving. Do you agree? Yes? Yes? Okay. Now, my name is Pamela Pitcher, and I am the chair of the Public Relations Commission for the City of Carson. We thank you all for coming out on this beautiful Tuesday evening to recognize and acknowledge some of the greatness that our youth have brought to our city. So thank you for being out. What I'd like to do is some basic introductions of some of the incredible people that are here in the room. And so when I call your name, please just stand and wave so that the people will know who you are. First of all, we have in our presence Mayor Pro Tem Cedric L. Hicks, Councilwoman Lula Davis Holmes, Councilmember Jawan Hilton, Councilmember Jim Deere, and our honorable mayor, I think, was unable to attend today due to some other business that he is having to handle. So while our city officials are making their way up for some basic comments, I'd also like to recognize our city clerk, Danisha Goss. Where is she? Wait, Danisha! Thank you so much for coming out. Yes. And is Monica here today? She never misses this. Okay. She's here every year, so I'm sure she has some very important city business to attend to as well. While our city officials are making their way up, I want to also acknowledge a couple other folks who really made this thing an incredible event for today. And that is our judges. May I please have all of our judges stand that are in attendance. Fantastic. Thank you so much for being here this evening. And throughout the program, I will be giving a little bit of the bio of each of our judges. And so we just thank you for making this day possible. And so I'm going to turn the dais over to our city officials who are going to have some very brief comments for all of you.
Very brief.
Very brief.
Thanks, Pam. I got the hand brief. Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Cedric Hicks. I'm your Mayor Pro Tem here in the city of Carson. I just want to say welcome to the I Like Carson winners presentation. Looking back over this particular program, it was a brainchild of Mary Ann O'Neill's, and we are so proud that we have continued that legacy of hers as our past council person, because for the young people to come in and to do a writing of an essay shows that we are doing a little bit more than texting, because a lot of times you learn how to write a sentence in the right text because you're texting and you do abbreviations that does not make any sense but to those who are sending it to. But for you guys to do an essay is commendable to the schools. I applaud you for being so vigilant in working with your students, because it takes all of us to work together. To the parents, family, and friends, thank you for allowing your babies to be a part of this organization, the city of Carson. Now, on behalf of that, I would like to say welcome again.
Thank you.
You know what, I'm going to bring up someone that's the only flower that's on the city council, and that is our councilwoman, Lula Davis Holmes.
Let's give it up for the flower.
The rest are all forms.
Oh my goodness. First of all, let me say this is one of our greatest events because it recognizes our future leaders. So all of our contestants who won, could you stand to your feet, please? All the contestants that won. Remain standing, short people. Now I want you to look around at this village that got you to this far. Your principals, your parents, your teachers. Contestants, not contestants, winners. Give your parents, your principals, this commission, give them a round of applause and let them know how much you appreciate them. I go to these graduations and the first thing I tell them that it takes a village to raise a child. And it's just wonderful to see you parents, and I would just want to piggyback on what the Mayor Pro Tem said. This is better than texting, because half the time I don't know what those text messages say. So congratulations, keep doing what you're doing, parents, principals, teachers, to our judges, awesome job. It takes time with your family, and we just want to say on behalf of 100,000 residents here in this great city, thank you for a job well done, and we will always, always keep Mary Ann O'Neill close in our prayers and in our thoughts, because she did transition, but her work lives on far after she's gone. let her work speak for itself, okay? And Mary was not going to take all those applause, but she did a phenomenal job, and she was very serious about this program. So thank you, parents, and we're gonna rush through this program so the kids can go home. So your flower on the city council.
Next, we have our Councilman Juwan Hilton.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. It's an honor and a privilege to be here tonight. We're just excited that you participated in the essay contest. It's a wonderful thing. I believe that education is the passport to anything in the world. You get education with your writing skills down, you can have a wonderful impact in life. So I want to salute you all on behalf of the 100,000 people I have the pleasure of representing and saying thank you for even allowing your children to write about why they love Carson. And I can think about growing up here, it's a myriad of things that I could say about why I love Carson. But one of the reasons why I love Carson so much is because the future is unlimited. And it shows by the 21 schools that we have here in the city of Carson, the family of schools, and it just shows that the education and the impact that we're making here in Carson, making strides to make sure that our children have a seat at the table. Again, I'm Juwan Hilton, and I approve this message.
And our next council person is no stranger to the I Like Carson. That is our Jandir.
Thank you, Senator. Thank you very much. I'm also delighted to be here with all of you. You know, this is a program that the city started a number of years ago, as mentioned by my colleagues. It's a brainchild of former Councilwoman Mary Ann O'Neill. And she actually attended for many, many years this event. I just can still have a vision of her sitting in the audience, supporting something that she created and that we support. And so I have a message tonight, and the message really is to the young people in the room, whether they won the contest or not. If you're young and you're in this room, how many of you are young? All right, okay, very good. And this is the message. To all the young people in the room, all the students. The adults in this room, they all care about you, they all love you, and they want you to be successful. And we in Carson have a motto that we are a city with a future unlimited. It's unlimited if the adults fulfill the promise to you, the young people, that we can create an environment where you can be successful. Because we know all of you, all your children in the room, you all have ambitions, you all have dreams, you all have ideas about, she's nodding her head, she says it exactly correct. And you all have these ideas about what you can do, where you can do amazing things. And we that are older, like this guy next to me right here, can be envious because the future of the world is so exciting and so wonderful. The technology that's changing so rapidly, there's going to be things happening in our lifetimes that are going to be amazing. And to the children in the room, in their lifetimes, even more amazing, because that's the way the world is changing. So we want to leave you with this thought, that we care about you, we want you to be successful, and it's our responsibility as adults to create that environment. The educators in the room, the staff within the city, the elected officials, all the commissioners, all the people that work together to make that environment good so you can be successful. That's what it's all about. There's more power to all of your children. We love you. We want you to do great things in life. God bless you. Jim Deere, City of Carson.
Would you like to help us give out the awards?
Yeah, we are good.
While you're here. Don't leave. So please give a hand to our flower and the stems of the bouquet of our illustrious city.
She always says that.
I didn't call them thorns. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so very quickly, I want to recognize the schools that are participating, and then we are going to begin giving out the awards, starting with our third grade, I believe. Yes, starting with our third grade winners. And so I'd like to have My announcer for the third grader, she's already here. She's on standby, ready to go. So the schools that have participated today, please give them all a round of applause at the end. 232nd Place Elementary School, Andrew Carnegie Middle School, Bonita Street STEAM Academy, Broad Acres Avenue Elementary STEAM Academy, Carroldale Learning Community STEAM Academy, Catskill Avenue Elementary School, Del Amo Elementary School, Dolores Street Elementary School, Dominguez Elementary STEAM Academy, Glen Hammond Curtis Middle School, Lakewood Avenue School, Rancho Dominguez Preparatory School, St. Philomena School, and Town Avenue Elementary School. Please give them all a hand. So we now have my friend and fellow commissioner, Linda Stewart, commissioner, who will be presenting the awards for the third grade.
Thank you. I will start with the honorable mention, Angelica Eligan, Carroldale Learning Community STEM Academy. Please come forward. Give her a hand. Give her another hand. Third place, Rebecca Pierce Cota, Dominguez Elementary STEM Academy.
Put the medal in front of these certificates. Okay, right here. I think one at a time. We do one at a time? Is that all right with you?
Yes, right.
I think one more picture.
Oh, no, she's waiting on her. Okay.
Oh, she wouldn't.
Congratulations, Ms. Rebecca.
Okay. Give us some money. A gift card. That shows you the gift card. I'm going to give you a medal. Okay. Bow your head down a little bit. Okay. Very good.
Second place, Isabella Gonzalez, Catskill Avenue Elementary School. Let's give her another hand.
Congratulations, Isabella. Come on in.
Okay. Bow your head down just a little bit. Okay. Put the medal in front of the certificate. The medal around your neck. Yeah. Make a little picture.
Next, we will have the fourth grade winners.
So for the fourth grade, starting with the honorable mention, we have Onion Yechi Caroline Ani from Delano Elementary School.
Congratulations. Place them right here in the middle. Here's your medal.
In third place, we have Uriel Loli from Broadacres Avenue Elementary Academy. I like it.
Go, Uriel.
Congratulations.
In second place, we have Haley Cruz from Town Avenue Elementary School.
Hey, Haley. How are you? Congratulations. Hold on, they move us.
In first place, we have Jaden S. Lopez from the Laura Street School.
You got a fan club. Come on, keep it going.
Thank you. And next will be fifth grade.
Fifth grade? You're not doing the group picture?
So there will be a group picture at the end, so please remain until the end of the program. We're gonna move it as quickly as possible. Agreed? I didn't hear anything. Agreed? Yes, we wanna make sure that this is published everywhere we can get it published, so don't miss the picture.
Good evening, everybody. So I have the pleasure and the privilege of introducing the fifth grade winners. And these are winners twice over because they already won in their respective schools, and we're going to be recognizing them again tonight. So first off, I'm going to call up the honorable mention out of Leapwood Academy Elementary School, Zoe Fierce.
All right, Zoe.
Hi, Zoe.
Is it Zoe or Zoe? Zoe? I hate when they do that to my kids.
Only a person that has girls know that.
I hate when they do that to my kids.
Next up in third place out of Town Avenue Elementary School, Alexis Guerrero.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alexis.
Congratulations again. You get a medal as well. Congratulations. Bow your head a little bit.
All right, Carter.
And up next, in second place, out of Dominguez Elementary STEAM Academy, Samantha Olivares.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And finally, in first place, out of St. Philomena School, Koa Emil Nanapon.
Congratulations. I'm going to give you a medal, so bow your head a little bit. Okay. Is that right in front of your first?
That looks real good. Right here. Smile. Two. One more. Good. Good. Go ahead.
Next, we have Chike Nweke announcing the sixth grade.
All right, Chike.
Sixth grade, let's go.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I have the singular honor and privilege to announce the winners for the 6th grade. Out of Carousel Learning Communities Team Academy, honorable mention, Valerie Meza.
Hi, darling.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
He has the best gift of all done.
Bow your head a little bit.
Smile. Okay, one more.
Good. And in 3rd place, out of St. Philomena School, Alana Kamegla.
Congratulations, Alana. This is yours.
That's the best gift, isn't it?
Congratulations. Get a medal as well. So lean forward.
Smile. Congratulations.
One more. Good. Great job.
Yes. And in 2nd place, out of Rancho Dominguez Preparatory School, Valentin Corrales. Dennis.
Congratulations again. Don't go away. We'll give you a medal. Put this in the front. Here for the photograph. Don't go away.
Smile. The two. That's it. One. Two.
One more.
Wonderful. This is such a great evening. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will be presenting the winners for the 7th grade. For honorable mention from Andrew Carnegie Middle School, we have Justin Seperthus.
Justin.
Congratulations, Justin.
Justin, congratulations. Should hit forward a little bit. Just in front of the certificate.
Congratulations.
3rd place from Caradell Learning Community STEM Academy, we have Isabella Salamanca.
Isabella, congratulations.
Lower your head a little bit. Just over here. Just in front of your certificate. Smile.
And in 2nd place, Janet Ane at large.
Hey, congratulations, Janet.
Thank you. You get a medal as well. Lower your head a little bit. Just in front of your certificate for the photograph.
Back up.
For 1st place for the 7th grade essay contest of Why I Like Carson is Oscar Carvajal from Caradell Learning Community STEM Academy.
He was there. Oh. Congratulations, Oscar.
Congratulations. And you get a medal as well.
Let's give all the 7th graders another round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, so can you believe it? We're already at the last category, so stay tuned. So for 8th grade, honorable mention from Caradell Learning Community STEAM Academy is Amy Adam. Do it for the gram.
Did you get your picture? Get your picture? Oh, okay.
Next one. Third place from St. Philomena's School is Sophia Carrera.
Sophia! Congratulations, Sophia.
Congratulations. Here's a little money for you.
Congratulations. You can get a little, now you have a little bit. Put this medal right in front of this.
Proud Daddy. Second place from Carroldale Learning Community STEAM Academy is Lucien Correa. And for the first place, drum roll, everyone, please. Glen Hammond Curtis Middle School, Michaela Louise.
That mighty pilot there. Look at that mighty pilot.
All right, and that's all of our winners. So don't go anywhere just yet because we're going to take a big group photo. Oh, did we get a photo of our council members by themselves?
We got a whole bunch of them.
Oh, you don't? Okay, they don't want any photo. But before we go, actually, can I ask all of our winners to stand up one more time as we close out today's? Yes, give them a round of applause.
You can do the 4 judges now and then the 4 versus
And as you guys, as the winners are standing, please, all the winners, give a round of applause to all your supporters that are here today. Good job, because as one of our council members earlier said, it does take a village. So thank you, have a seat, and we would like to call up our judges.
One of us.
What was that?
One of us gonna call it. One of us.
Okay.
This couldn't have been done without these great judges who were being impartial and fair, and I wouldn't have wanted their job because I'm sure it was a number of young people who deserved to win, but they had the burden of judging these things and having to be the bearer of bad news to some and the bearer of good news to others. So we want to applaud our judges. Let's applaud our judges for doing this. And this certificate of appreciation goes to Reverend Janice Lauderdale in sincerest appreciation of your remarkable efforts in contributing to the success of the 2019 Why I Like Carson Essay Writing Contest through your outstanding service as a contestant judge. Thank you, and best wishes on all your future endeavors, signed by the entire City Council. Put your hands together for the right Reverend Janice Lauderdale.
I have been a judge of these, the essay contest before, and it is not easy to choose a winner among a lot of the other great essays. Cedric?
Our next judge is Lucille Sandoval. Come on up, Lucille. It's a sincere appreciation of your remarkable efforts in contributing to the success of the 2019 Why I Like Carson Essay Writing Contest. For your outstanding service as a contested judge, thank you for all of your work. Best wishes on future endeavors. Dated today, November the 12th, signed by the entire City Council.
Thanks for being a judge.
Miss Flower?
Miss Flower wants to call up another flower, Jackie Joe Johnson.
Jackie Johnson. Jackie Johnson.
Come on. And I'm not going to read this because they all say the same thing, but I do just want to thank her for being a part. We got her involved in city programs after she retired a couple of years ago.
She's been busy ever since.
She's been busy ever since, so just want to say thank you for
She thought she was going to retire
your
being
support.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thanks for being a judge.
Councilman Jim Gear?
Thank you, Sweetie Mae. I have a bit of housekeeping first, before I give the last of the four judges. Did anyone lose a bracelet? Diamonds on it? Is the diamonds on it you did? Well, I found a bracelet. It's very pretty. But obviously it's a very small wrist, so one of the contestants possibly left it on stage? You did? Why don't you come on up? Now you didn't lose it on purpose to get on stage again, did you? Why don't you come, you can just walk forward here. Look like that?
Isn't she lovely?
There she is. Okay, so I again will not read the certificate because it does read the same, but all four of these judges took their personal time and put a great deal of thought and effort, because judging these contests, I've been a judge myself over the years, it's not easy to do this judging. But we have a young lady named Jasmine Pitcher who's going to come forward.
Yes, Great boogie.
We'd like to present this. This, of course, is from all 5 members of the City Council, and therefore the nearly 100,000 people of the City of Carson with a certificate of appreciation for going above and beyond and being a judge for this contest. And you know, I noticed your mom is on the commission, right?
I used to be as well.
And you were as well, right? So we want to thank you for that extra effort you put forward, as all of us in this room. We care about the community, and that's why I Like Carson contest is so appropriate. Thank you.
Okay, before we,
I have to take a spot announcement.
Okay, we're done.
announcement?
Yes. I forgot to announce it, to take the time. To all of you that's been calling City Hall, the turkey giveaway is on November 24th, Center Court at the Carson Mall. South Bay Pavilion, I'm sorry. South Bay Pavilion is for Carson residents. We're going to be giving out 1,000 turkeys and or gift cards. You must be a Carson resident. Okay, so put it on your calendar. It's our way of saying, my way of saying thank you for all of your support. November 24th, Sunday after church, 2 o'clock until the last one is given out, okay?
All right. I just have something short to say before we end our program and take our photo op. In less than 2 months, we are going to enter a new decade, year 2020. And honestly, my personal goal is to have a clear vision a 2020 vision of what I want for my future. So, for many of us here, a 2020 vision can be life-altering. For some of our younger attendees, this could mean better grades in school. And for the city of Carson, there is still so much growth and development underway. And just like the theme we chose this year for I Like Carson essay contest, Carson is not finished, it's just begun. So give yourselves a round of applause for being here tonight. And all our winners, please let's go out to the fountain area for a photo. So let's take this big group photo so hopefully we can get it published where we can. Thank you. Have a great evening, everyone.
No move. Just the elected official rules, and then the commission.